The honest truth is, with games, there is a very core principle that remains true always. If you build it, they will come.
Sure.
And what you need to build is what the players want. You know, the suits that sit on a board say, hey, World of Warcraft's doing good, let's do what they did.
Right,
you know what
right,
I mean?
yeah.
And that's when you stifle innovation. It's when you stifle, you know, progression in a genre. I mean, that's that's the reality of it. Like, you would think that they would have focus groups that would tell them these things, but they either that doesn't affect their bottom line the way they want to, or, you know, they are just missing the mark because they're not driven by gamers. And, you know, for me, my main motivating factor in building this team to create this game has been that I, as an MMO player, was simply just fed up with what I was eating by these companies, and I wanted to create something that I think would resonate with a lot of people. We are a subscription-based game, but without a box cost. I really think it's sometimes a little greedy for companies to charge a box cost per expansion, and then also a subscription, and also have a microtransaction market. It's like, how many ways can I shake the coins out of my players' pockets? Like, like, come on. If the product doesn't speak for itself, then they don't resubscribe. Like, that should be the confidence marker that companies have in their product.
Yes.
And if there is something wrong and you don't see retention among your player base, then you need to go back to the drawing board and determine what is wrong and listen to your community.
I know that people love my passion. I am a very passionate MMO player. I've been playing for a long time. But honestly, it comes from the heart. You know, I want us to succeed, and I want the community to have a game that is going to make you proud and is going to make us proud.
As an MMO gamer, and many of the other MMO players feel this way, we're like beat dogs. You know what I mean? I told them, I said, we hear of a new MMO coming out, and we approach, like, you know, very shy and timid, and then they just beat the shit out of us, and we keep going back and back.
And then you see another one, you're like, oh, maybe this one, maybe this one,
I can eat that treat. You know, like, that's what we're thinking. But so I understand, like, the skepticism. I'm skeptical of every game, but I think the important part of transparency is just showing the progress, letting people see, like, look, you know, this is 4K footage of our pre-alpha experience, and this is the product we're making, and here's our philosophy. A lot of MMOs that I've played in the past have been ruined by a bad launch that the game wasn't ready to launch for. And you know, MMOs are built off of their initial momentum, and it's important to get shit right when you launch an MMORPG. So our objective, and my objective 100%, is to make sure that the quality of the game lives up to the standard that makes us as developers proud and that makes our players proud as well. Patience is bitter, but its fruit is sweet. This idea that the more you risk, the greater potential reward should be present is a complete paradigm shift away from everyone's a winner, everybody gets a participation reward. You know, and here you go, you know, congratulations, you're a player in this game.
Yeah, right.
And that's boring. It gives nothing for a person to aspire to achieve something or to feel the bite of loss when you fail. Like, those are the driving forces of why people want to play games, and it's a reason why new games, when they come out, have such a short lifespan, because they're always competing with WoW. You don't have to compete with WoW. You don't need to be a WoW killer, right? You can focus on something that is different from a philosophical design standpoint. And I think that's just what a lot of studios today don't want to take the risk on, because an MMORPG is, pardon my French, is a huge fucking project. and
it's true.
It takes a lot of money to build these things.
I have a very, very, very clear vision of all of the systems, designs, and mechanics that are present within the game. And we're sticking to that vision.
We're fully funded. We're not looking for people to go, like, buy the pre-order game. We don't care about that. We offer that stuff because people like it. so many companies go astray nowadays because the decisions aren't being made by gamers, they're being made by people who are focused on the bottom line of a company.
Right. Yeah.
And the honest truth is, with games, there is a very core principle that remains true always. If you build it, they will come.
Sure.
And what you need to build is what the players want. So it's super important for everyone to, if they like what they see, right, and they agree with these game philosophies, to show some love to the project. Come in and talk about it, go on our social media, subscribe and give your thoughts when we make posts and shit. That's important, super, super important. But at the same time, understand, we're still in development, so patience is something that, patience is important.
You being a part of this journey means every ounce of motivation to us as developers, to creating this game, to making sure that it answers the call that the MMORPG community has demanded over the past decade. And it's high time that this happens.